Imagine you're diving down 10 meters deep in the Pacific Ocean and suddenly see a massive stone wall rising from the seafloor. 50 tons. A 50-ton stone block, perfectly placed. No mortar, no glue. Who did this? The year 1628. In the middle of a dark night, an entire civilization vanished. No war, no natural disaster, just silence. Leaving behind 750,000 tons of stone arranged into a city on the water. 92 artificial islands, canals crisscrossing like a labyrinth, walls 7.6 meters high. But this isn't the strangest thing. The strangest thing is they built it all without wheels, without metal, without machinery, not even a single draft animal. How is it possible to move a stone block weighing as much as 10 cars with bare hands? In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, where waves are huge and winds are strong, where there's nothing but salt water, there's a city that science cannot explain. Its name is Nan Madol. And today the final secrets are about to be revealed. But be careful what you're about to hear, because there are truths the world isn't ready to accept. Fly up 500 meters high and look down. You'll see what people call the Venice of the Pacific. But this was built 600 years before Venice. 92 islands, all artificial, all connected by mysterious canals. Nan Madol, spaces between. A name perhaps not coincidental. Each wall is built using the log cabin technique. Hexagonal basalt blocks placed diagonally against each other like dry wood logs. But this isn't wood, this is stone. Stone hard as diamond, weighing up to 50 tons. And they fit together perfectly as if cut by laser. The city center is Nandawas, the palace of the Saudalur kings. But this isn't an ordinary palace. Surrounding it is Pinkadal, where there are sacred water pools. Where does the water come from? Nobody knows. The burial complexes are built facing exactly east-west. The temples face specific stars. How did a civilization without writing know astronomy? And why did they build a city where there's no fresh water? Where there's no soil to grow crops? Where to survive you must depend entirely on the mainland. Unless Nan Madol wasn't built for living, but built to hide something. 750,000 tons of stone. Let this sink into your head for a moment. That's the weight of 150 40-story apartment buildings. Moved, mysteriously, 1,000 years ago. Scientists say they used bamboo rafts. In 2024, the University of Hawaii conducted experiments. The result? The raft sank immediately with a 5-ton stone block, just 5 tons. Meanwhile, at Nan Madol, there are 50-ton stone blocks, 10 times heavier. Scientists proposed a second hypothesis. They drove wooden stakes into the seafloor, then used levers. Calculations show it would require 10,000 people working 50 years non-stop. The problem? Pohnpei's entire population at that time was only 3,000 people. The Smithsonian Institution in 2017 suggested a new idea. Maybe they utilized naturally hexagonal stones. But this still doesn't explain how to transport them across 5 kilometers of mountainous terrain. Then across the sea. Then stack them on top of each other with millimeter precision. The Pohnpeians have a different story. 2 twin brothers, Olasipa and Olasopa. From the land where the sun rises, they made stones fly through the air, or called upon the sea dragon Kettle to transport them. Science laughs. Magic doesn't exist, but science also can't explain 750,000 tons of stone. And recently, they discovered something no one expected. Beneath Nan Madol is an entire network of tunnels, connecting the islands to each other. Underwater. Built how? Why necessary? And what's being hidden inside? There are stories that Pohnpeians only whisper when the moon is dark. About 2 brothers who came from Katao Pedi. the land where the sun rises. They weren't ordinary humans. They traveled on a strange boat. No need for oars, no need for wind, carrying knowledge from a forgotten civilization. The purpose? To build a temple for the god Nanisun Sapu. But why build on water? Why isolate from the world? Similar stories appear around the world. Quetzalcoatl in Mexico, Viracocha in Peru. Teachers from the sky, all bringing advanced knowledge, all disappearing. Is this coincidence? Graham Hancock, the bold researcher, proposes a shocking hypothesis. 12,000 years ago, an advanced civilization existed on Earth. When the ice melted, they were submerged. But some survivors carried knowledge around the world. Nan Madol could be one of their last legacies. A way station, a repository, a protected secret. And perhaps that's why in 1628, when outsiders began investigating too much, the entire Saudelar dynasty suddenly vanished, as if they received a signal to leave. But the legend of Olosipa and Olosopa exists not only in Pohnpei, but also in Khosrai, in other distant islands. As if they really existed. As if this isn't mythology. Modern technology is revealing secrets that Nan Madol has hidden for 400 years. 3D laser scanning, ground-penetrating radar, exploration drones. And what they're finding changes everything. Carbon-14 confirms some parts of Nan Madol could be much older than predicted. Not the 8th to 9th centuries, but possibly from the beginning of the Common Era. Even older still. Dr. Mark McCoy discovered something astonishing. Nan Madol wasn't just a religious center, but a massive trade hub. Shells from Papua New Guinea, jade from distant lands, pottery from Samoa. What does this mean? It means 1,000 years ago they had a pan-Pacific trade network, with maritime techniques we still don't understand. But here's the bad news. Every year, sea levels rise 3 millimeters. Sounds little until you realize by the end of this century, the lowest parts of Nan Madol will disappear forever. Mangrove forests are encroaching. Tree roots are breaking 1,000-year-old walls. Major storms are increasingly frequent. Waves twice as large as before. Nan Madol is dying day by day. UNESCO has placed it on the emergency danger list. Archaeologists are racing against time. They must decode the final secrets before it's too late. The underwater tunnels, the secret chambers, the treasure troves of knowledge, all will be lost forever if we don't act now. How many more secrets has Nan Madol not yet revealed? And do we have enough time to find the truth? Nan Madol teaches us a frightening lesson about the fragility of civilization. For over 1,000 years, the Saudelar Empire dominated the Pacific. They had technology we don't understand, knowledge we've lost. But in one night, everything vanished, like the Maya, like Atlantis, like countless other civilizations, leaving only silent stone blocks. The ancient Pohnpeians didn't fight against nature. They harmonized with it, built on water instead of fighting water, used tides as a cleaning system, turned coral reefs into foundations. Yet they still failed. Today, we're repeating similar mistakes. Climate change, rising sea levels, environmental disasters. Nan Madol is sinking just like the civilization that built it. And perhaps that's a warning. Maybe Nan Madol isn't just a city, but a message sent to the future. A reminder that nothing is eternal. Not even 50-ton stone blocks. The final secrets of Nan Madol still lie there. In the underwater tunnels. In the unexplored chambers. In the stories people fear to tell. Time is running out. Climate change is swallowing the evidence. Perhaps within 50 years, Nan Madol will be just legend. So what do you think about Nan Madol? Human achievement or legacy of a lost civilization? Leave your thoughts below before these secrets disappear forever. And if Nan Madol has surprised you, wait until you hear about the underwater pyramids off the coast of Japan. where scientists discovered evidence of a 12,000-year-old civilization. But that's a story for another time. Nan Madol still stands there, silent, mysterious, waiting for someone brave enough to discover the truth. Could that be you?